First Local, supported by Tammy Ovey. Are you looking for an agent who confidently knows the culture and community of Sault Ste. Marie? Call Tammy Ovey, 705-971-0171.
First Local, supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
Every day, people in crisis need someone to answer their call for help, to let them know they're not alone. Whenever people need someone, the Canadian Red Cross is there, on the phone lines and the front lines, around the world and here at home. But none of it would be possible without people just like you. No matter who you are, you have something to give. You can be that someone with the Canadian Red Cross. Learn more at redcross.ca/someone.
Rollers Bocce is now open, located downstairs at the Marconi. If you're new to bocce or love the game, Rollers is the place for you. Grab your friends and family and let the good times roll. Book your court today at rollersbocce.ca.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. First Local, supported by The Refinery, the leader in women's fitness and transformations. 624 Wellington Street West in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Call 705-255-8895 for more information.
First Local, supported by Rick Mooney, sales representative for Street City Realty. Sold, the sign you want, Rick, the realtor you need. Family-owned and operated, A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944, Second Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 705 Sports. 705 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 705 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.
Here we are.
Good morning. Here we are. It's Tuesday, November the 16th, and we made it through Monday, and you know that Monday is always my stumbling block. So I will still say that there were some challenges in getting out of bed this morning. You know, I always play that game like, how badly do I need this job? And then I remember I get to come in and read to you. So,
and I'm here too.
And you're there. Well, that kind of goes without saying. So.
So, Heidi, we haven't got any snow yet. Well, I mean, we have the snow, but it's melting, right? But it looks like there is going to be some snow coming our way over the next couple of days. But you know what? In 1989, we already had 37 centimeters on the ground. So we're doing pretty good right now. We do have a little bit of snow coming, and just in time for the Santa Claus is not the parade. It's
Well, the
Santa Claus drive-by parade.
That kind of gives it a gangsta sort of feel, you know. It's like a Santa Claus drive-by. Yeah.
And so we will be there with our cameras Saturday night at 6:30.
Yes.
And we're going to provide live coverage of that. And Heidi with Nicole.
Yeah. We're going to be hosting.
We'll be hosting the show, so that's going to be exciting.
Which leaves a gap in my parenting, while I'm hosting, who will be taking my little
I know, there's a problem.
through the drive-through or through the drive-by. So, you know, any willing people, I will bathe her in sanitizer and swathe her like mouth and nose with cotton. She'll still be able to breathe, but she won't be able to make anybody.
I'm sure we'll work out on something by Saturday that she can see the parade.
Yes.
You know. But in the meantime, let's get some news out to the folks.
Well, yes. Okay. So then, for two. Excellent. All right. So yesterday, of course, in response to the increasing numbers daily that we've been experiencing here in the Algoma region, Algoma Public Health did send out a notice that these rising case counts have triggered some mandatory measures in Algoma, as well as within, of course, and specific to the municipality of Sault Ste. Marie. So the summary is, and of course the full article, you know, the full shebang is available on our website at siouxonline.com, but in summary, Algoma Public Health is legally ordering anyone in Algoma who has confirmed or suspected COVID-19 infection or who is identified as a close contact to follow isolation requirements and other public health direction. Number two, they are requiring Sault Ste. Marie businesses and organizations to reinstate recently lifted provincial capacity limits and physical distancing requirements, and strengthening masking requirements both indoors and outdoors. And third point of note, requiring anyone aged 12 or over in Algoma to provide proof of identification and vaccination if they are entering an indoor facility to actively participate in, coach, officiate, volunteer, or spectate at an organized sport. Again, a summary. The full details are available in the notice that was published to our website at siouxonline.com. Okay, now, talking about the festive season, of course, you know, the community does like to come together to light the community Christmas tree, and of course, there's always the fun of the moonlight magic downtown. There are some updates, of course, in response to the increasing numbers. The Downtown Association officially kicks off the festive season in Sault Ste. Marie with Moonlight Magic on Thursday, November 18th from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. And as well, following public health guidelines and given recent as I said, spike in COVID-19 cases, there will be no in-person gathering for the, okay, that's important. I even bolded it in the article posted to our website. There will be no in-person gathering for the community lighting ceremony. However, the tree will be lit in conjunction with the Downtown Association's Moonlight Magic. So some downtown merchants will be open for late night shopping and have special offers. Light installations worthy of an Instagram moment will be located at various spots, including the Ermatinger-Clergue National Historic Site, the future site of the Downtown Plaza, which will be adjacent to Stone's Office Supply, the Pall Mall, Outspoken Brewery Alley, and as well, in the spirit of the season, guests are encouraged to bring donations for the Sault Transit Stuff a Bus for Christmas Cheer, which will be on location. Motorists are reminded that Queen Street from Pym to Dennis will be closed on Thursday, November 18th, beginning at 2 p.m., but crossroads going north and south will be open. And as always, a special thank you to the city's Public Works and Engineering Services staff, the Downtown Association, as well as all of the sponsors recognized on the donor tree who have helped to make the annual tree lighting possible. You know, I kind of picture that scene at the end of the cartoon version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, when the little Who's are all kind of holding hands around the tree, like, ah, boo, ah, you know, whatever they're singing. So anyway, yeah. But no, we can't do that this year, so don't do that, even though I just talked about it. Okay, great. Next story. So last night, of course, it's City Council, where they meet to discuss, you know, relevant city business. They were going to be discussing whether or not Sault Ste. Marie would choose to implement a ban on single-use plastics of various forms. So this motion was brought forward by Councillor Corey Gardy as well as Councillor Donna Hilsinger. And they were asking the city to ban very specific plastics by next spring. So the statement is staff will undertake what is required to put a plastics ban in place in Sault Ste. Marie effective May 1st, 2022 on the following items at minimum. So plastic grocery bags used in grocery stores, retail, and restaurants, plastic straws and stir sticks, plastic cutlery, and plastic takeout food containers used by restaurants. In addition to the plastics ban, staff will create a community waste reduction strategy with robust goals to be approved by City Council and in place by May 1st, 2022. So, you know, the motion to Council notes that multiple other provinces, other cities have or are soon to have similar bylaws. In the article that's posted to the website, that we name them all very specifically. Interestingly, there are some people who don't believe that bans work or that it's an overly simplified way of addressing an issue. There was a study in 2017 conducted by Recyc Québec, which is a Quebec recycling group. It was found that the reuse for plastic grocery bags was more than 77%, so people aren't just necessarily using them and tossing them away. They are used to pick up dog poop. They are used to take out garbage and storage around the house. The study also found that because the conventional plastic grocery bag is thin and light, its production generates the least environmental impact compared with other disposable bags, including paper bags. And other experts, of course, have pondered whether substituting one form of a single-use product for another, is that actually better for the environment? So Dan did a great job, you know, of putting together some statistics, you know, citing that particular research study by Rebecca Taylor, who is an assistant professor at the University of Sydney School of Economics. She found that 18.1 million kilograms of plastic carryout bags were saved in a study on a plastics ban that took place in California. However, it further noted that 37.5 million kilograms in single-use paper bags, or 652 million new paper bags were created. So, you know, again, you know, these sorts of decisions always have that capacity to be that double-edged sword. So go read the article, SiouxOnline.com. You make your call. All right, we're going to hop over to Craig for some more information on our weather and what we can expect today. Craig!
Well, today, Heidi, we're looking pretty dry. We're seeing some cloud work in, but right now we're pretty calm. Those winds are going to be picking up later on this morning into our afternoon from the southwest. So if there's leaves left on the trees, I think they're going to be coming down today and tomorrow because we do have that system, the Alberta Clipper, coming in late Wednesday into Thursday for us here in the Soo. Let's take a look now at the 12-hour forecast, or are we going to go to the radar? We're doing radar? Okay. Where are we going? There we go. So here's the radar right now. We are seeing some light scattered flurries off the lake just north to the Soo. But all this area here is under a special Environment Canada weather statement from that system coming in later on Wednesday, giving them 5 to 10 centimeters. So it's going to bypass the Soo for now, But then we're going to start picking up some lake enhancement after that low pressure system exits the area. So let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast for right now. Mornings, we're looking pretty cloudy. We do see a little bit of sun. Temperatures are about -1. We're heading towards 3 or +4. This afternoon, that's when the winds are going to start picking up from the southwest, gusting to 50 kilometers an hour. And take note of the evening temperature. It's +1, and the overnight temperature is also +1 for our low. But those temperatures are actually going to increase during the nighttime, giving us a very warm Wednesday. We're looking at around 9 degrees for Wednesday before that system. Yeah, it's going to be a warm one. But I'll have more news on the weather forecast coming up. Heidi.
Told you, just in time for a very special day. I've ordered some very special weather. All right, I'm going to now do my best to condense an interesting conversation that is, of course, ongoing. Dan Gray does meet regularly with members of City Council to discuss points of interest, as he does tend to research reports that have been submitted to council and follows their debates fairly carefully. So, of course, of particular note is the ongoing discussion around homelessness, addiction, and mental health. So, again, continuing to have multiple conversations with high-level officials about the issues that are currently being faced by our community. So, most recently, Ward 1 Councillor Luke Dufour did speak with us last week and voiced his concern that our findings regarding what the city allocates towards homelessness in terms of funding is inaccurate. Now, as seen in a previous story that we have put forward, and there is a hyperlink to that story within the article that's on our website, our calculations indicated that the city only put forward $460,000 to combat homelessness in Sault Ste. Marie. Dufour further advised that the District of Sault Ste. Marie Social Services Administration Board directly bills the city over $10 million a year for housing and homelessness. He further notes that those two issues, homelessness and addiction, he feels that they tend to go together. And this was in a conversation that was over the telephone with SiouxOnline.com. And he also advised that the responsibility was downloaded by the province to the municipality years ago, and that we now pull directly from that levy to cover the cost. So there is more, there is a lot more information available in the article in its fullness. Including specific breakdowns as to how monies have been allocated in the past. So again, Dan did a great job of bringing a very balanced perspective, giving voice to City Council in airing their position, and of course, being the voice that he tends to be for so many of our readers and our viewers. So I encourage you to go to our website at SiouxOnline.com, read the article, and once again, decide for yourself. All right, well, I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. I encourage you to go fill your cup and do the same. When we come back, I will bring you the COVID numbers. But hey, today it's not all about the COVID. It's just some more numbers. And then we're going to talk about some community news and factoids, social media. So come on back.
Family owned and operated, A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944, 2nd Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today. First Local, supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
First Local, supported by The Refinery, the leader in women's fitness and transformations. 624 Wellington Street West in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Call 705-255-8895 for more information. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants, small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. Trying to fit my earpiece over my ear. Okay, as promised, because we're all waiting for it, on into COVID. So yesterday, Algoma Public Health did report 14 new confirmed cases of COVID-19, all from Sault Ste. Marie area. The current number of cases active now sits at 168, with 14 cases reported as being in hospital. Of the new cases, 13 are reported to be self-isolating, and one is currently under investigation. So again, in response to the rising cases, the Algoma Public Health has listed some additional measures, which I did hit at the top of the show. If you did not get those, please do go to our website. You will see that we have posted the notice from Algoma Public Health updating everybody as to some changes to the restrictions that have been lifted. Yes, most of the cases are listing, actually, they're listing cause of exposure as unknowns, mostly unknown, some close contact, and one under investigation. So locally, we have administered 181,482 tests, out of which we have confirmed 723 cases. 168 of those, as I have said, are active, 14 in hospital. All right. Provincially speaking, yesterday, the province did report 552 new cases and 3 additional deaths. There are 342 resolved cases, along with a 2.2% positivity rate. So the 7-day rolling average of COVID-19 infections continues to rise at 573, increasing from 476 recorded 1 week ago. Of particular interest to me, at the start of the month, Ontario's 7-day rolling average was 349. Posted to the website if you want details as to how the numbers break down, particularly in what has previously been identified as hotspots in the GTA and Southern Ontario in general. Do go check it out. All right, hopping over to Craig for the 3-day.
Well, Heidi, another day after the mid part of November without snow is another good day in my books, because we are still watching a system that could dump some snow our way come Thursday. Here it is right here. This is an Alberta clipper clipping right in. We're just going to be picking up some cloud from this for our day today, but that cloud is going to start producing some rain showers for the evening. Also, we're going to start picking up a strong southerly flow in advance of this low pressure system coming in. So it's going to be another blustery day with winds from the southwest gusting to about 50 kilometers an hour. We'll take a look at the radar. Really not a lot to show you. We have some specks of some flurry activity around the Great Lakes, but nothing really is sticking. It's just basically light flurry activity. And we're just going to see the clouds fill in for most of our day today. It's not going to be bad. We're going to be temperatures around 4 degrees. We'll take a look at that. We're the hot spot with Sudbury, 4 degrees today, and 3 degrees in Thunder Bay as we start seeing those clouds and those showers and snow showers begin for the next 24 hours. Here it is right here. Here's a very extensive warm front that's helping push up that warm air today. Well, warm. It's not going to be like balmy warm, but it's going to be giving us at least above seasonal temperatures. But here's that low pressure system, the Alberta clipper coming in. It's going to fill in during the next 12 hours, giving areas like Sudbury and areas to our east and northeast under a special weather statement where they could see 5 to 10 centimeters from this system coming in for Wednesday night into Thursday. We're not in that special weather statement. We're going to see a dusting, maybe 2 to 4 centimeters for here in the Sioux. Then we're going to start seeing some colder winds coming behind that. So for today, mainly cloudy conditions. We're going to see a little bit of sun, not a lot. Temperatures around 4 degrees. Again, those winds are going to start picking up later on this morning into our afternoon. Wednesday, we're going to stay mainly with showers for the most part. Nothing too substantial, but it's going to be a wet day and a warm day at 8 or 9 degrees for our day tomorrow. And then our temperatures drop like a rock for Thursday, only coming in at +1 for your daytime high. And that's where we're going to start seeing some snow. And again, right now the call for here in the Sioux is around 2 to 4 centimeters. And lots of that is going to be coming from lake effect once that cold air comes in behind that system. So we'll definitely watch that. We'll have a look at your 7-day forecast coming up. Right now, let's send it right back to Heidi.
Oh, well, good news. Thanks for that, Craig. You know what? Those of you who know me know that I have a particular fondness for the moon. I did find an article that I posted to the website, because I can do that every now and then. This Friday morning will be the longest partial lunar eclipse in 6 centuries. 6 centuries. So early risers, of which I am reluctantly one, will be in for a treat, okay? Again, the longest partial lunar eclipse in nearly 600 years will emerge. Now, reminder that a lunar eclipse takes place when the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon align in a way that causes the Earth to cast a shadow onto the Moon, making the Moon appear reddish in color. Now, NASA says the Moon is expected to enter the umbra, or the inner part of the Earth's shadow, at around 2:18 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ooh, that's even early for me. The eclipse is expected to end at around 5:47 a.m. Okay, so there's some potential for me there, after lasting nearly 3.5 hours. So this makes it the longest partial lunar eclipse in 580 years, and this is according to the Holcomb Observatory at Indiana's Butler University. NASA also says that this partial lunar eclipse will be the longest one in the longest one in the 21st century. The eclipse is expected to be visible in all of North America and the Pacific, as well as parts of Southern America, Australia, and East Asia. Ooh, Mark, you're watching. I'm talking about the eclipse. You asked me about that. And it's been nicknamed the Beaver Moon by the Old Farmer's Almanac. This time of year is of course, the time when beavers begin to take shelter in their lodges, having laid up sufficient stores of food for the long winter ahead. And lunar eclipses generally occur around twice a year, according to the Canadian Space Agency, making them far more common than solar eclipses. If you miss Friday's lunar eclipse, you can watch the next one on May 16th, 2022, when a total lunar eclipse will be at least partially visible across most of Canada. Okay, well, we're going to take a break. I encourage you to come back. We have some local mischief to report to you, as well some information about the upcoming Ghostbusters movie, the next installment in the franchise. And yeah, go fill your cup. Listen to the words of our worthy sponsors. We got Maker North, who are, experts at solving all kinds of problems, anything it takes. The refinery, of course, the United Way, encouraging everybody to, give this time of year to help those in need. All right, fill your cup and come on back.
First Local, supported by Rick Mooney, sales representative for Street City Realty. Sold, the sign you want, Rick, the realtor you need.
Every day, people in crisis need someone to answer their call for help, to let them know they're not alone. Whenever people need someone, the Canadian Red Cross is there, on the phone lines and the front lines, around the world and here at home. But none of it would be possible without people just like you. No matter who you are, you have something to give. You can be that someone with the Canadian Red Cross. Learn more at redcross.ca/someone.
First Local, supported by Tammy Ovey. Are you looking for an agent who confidently knows the culture and community of Sault Ste. Marie? Call Tammy Ovey, 705-971-0171.
Rollers Bocce is now open, located downstairs at the Marconi. If you're new to bocce or love the game, Rollers is the place for you. Grab your friends and family and let the good times roll. Book your court today at rollersbocce.ca.
Good Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. Did you guys go to me early? That's categorically unfair. I could be doing like literally anything in that time. All right. On November 12th, officers with patrol services did charge 31-year-old Jacob Busno with theft and mischief under $5,000. It is alleged that on November the 9th, around 4:30 p.m., a victim observed the accused attempting to cut something from under their vehicle, causing damage to the vehicle. When the victim approached the vehicle, the accused left the area. Police were notified, and the investigation determined that the accused was attempting to remove the catalytic converter from the vehicle. Okay. On November 12th, around 1 a.m., officers observed the accused in the 200 block of Great Northern Road riding a bicycle, and he was arrested. A subsequent search of the accused found him to be in possession of multiple tools, including a saw. Further investigation determined that the bicycle was stolen. He is charged with theft under $5,000, mischief under $5,000, possession of property obtained by crime, possession of break-in tools, and 2 counts of failure to comply with a probation order to keep the peace and be of good behavior. He was held for bail court and later released and is scheduled to appear in court on December 1st. From that, we will go over to an early morning fire, which took place on Monday, November 15th, yesterday morning, when Sault Fire Service crews responded to a call of a vulnerable occupancy in the city's east end. Shortly after 5 a.m., crews responded in the 300 block of Trunk Road to a reported fire on the 2nd floor of a vulnerable occupancy. Upon arrival, the fire had been extinguished by staff members. Crews assisted in ventilating the building. So further investigation revealed that staff delivered a very thorough execution of a fire safety procedure during the incident. So kudos to the staff member in question, and one person was taken to the hospital. However, they note that this was merely a precautionary measure, and there is some damage to a unit within the building. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, Mike? Sure. Mike's very excited about my next news item. So most of us would be familiar with the Ghostbuster franchise because, of course, you know, started when I was much younger and has been ongoing ever since with various installments and stars coming and going. So now there's a passing of the torch from father to son as Jason Reitman, a filmmaker, takes over the franchise from his father, Ivan Reitman. So in more than 15 years of filmmaking, Jason Reitman says he's never been as nervous about a premiere than he is with this week's release of Ghostbusters Afterlife. He is quoted as saying, "I want to make my father proud. I want to do well by my family legacy. And this is the only movie that I've ever made that has never belonged to me." So the Montreal-born filmmaker behind the Oscar-nominated dramedies Juno, Up in the Air, you know, he was quoted having spoken in a recent telephone interview. So we have, of course, posted this to the website. The younger Reitman actually remembers being on the set of the original 1984 film as a 6-year-old and dressing as a Ghostbuster for Halloween, as did many, donning the signature flight suit that the characters wore. As he followed in his footsteps, he became a director and a producer and was often asked if he would helm a Ghostbusters sequel. And up until about 5 years ago, his answer was always no. But one day, he had a vision of a 12-year-old girl who finds a ghost capturing device known as a proton pack in a barn. And mayhem ensues. So looking forward to that release, as is this director. And now I want to hit you with a factoid before we get into social media. Okay, good, good. Okay. So on this day in 1938, LSD was first synthesized. So the psychedelic drug, lysergic acid diethylamide, LSD, was first synthesized by Swiss chemists Albert Hofmann and Arthur Stahl. However, the psychedelic aspects of LSD weren't discovered until 5 years later when Hofmann accidentally ingested some of the drug. There were no, they were actually trying to create a respiratory and circulatory stimulant that had no effects on the uterus. There, problem solving. Okay, let's get into social media because, oh no, I've lost my feed. Jason Hall from Batchewana Bay says morning. Good morning to you, Jason Hall. Thank you for popping in, beating everybody to the punch. Ooh, Destiny Kerr. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Destiny. I just love saying that. It's fantastic. Bradley Evoy, good morning. Happy Taco Tuesday. Good morning to you, Brad. And I like your respectful use of only 3 exclamation points. You know, emphasis even I can muster at this point. Fantastic. Ruth Goodall, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Ruth. That is one adorable baby. That is a beautiful baby. Look at that. Look at that little being. Fantastic. Kimberly Seabrook, good morning, all. Happy birthday, Eve Bella. See, Kimberly is sensitive to my week-long celebrations. Leslie Wilson, good morning. Good morning, Leslie from CLA, doing good work in our community every day. Enika, good morning, all. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you, Enika. Jason Hall. Thoughts and prayers go out to all the people in Lower BC affected by the flooding and washed out. Yes, we echo your sentiments and send our thoughts and prayers as well. Margaret McKegg, good morning all. Good morning to you, Margaret. Jim Whitty, good morning all. Good morning to you, Jim Whitty. 3 exclamation points, I love it. Jim Whitty, what you call a librarian that cleans his or her own glasses? A lens cleaner. Teresa Sloan Merling, maybe I've seen your name before. If I haven't, thank you for watching and thank you for commenting. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Teresa. Jim Whitty, I get my news from electricity as it is always current. Oh, okay. Mark Jordan. Oh, this is where I pick up. Okay, fantastic. Oh, Mark, celestial event near your birthday. Good tidings. Thank you. You know, you always, well, you're blessed when you get a gift from the universe, right? Fantastic. Eva Zeidler. Now, I think that's a new name. Good morning to you, Eva, and thank you for watching and thank you for commenting. This is definitely a new name. Tori Nicole Below Henderson. Good morning from Charlevoix, Michigan, originally from the Sioux. Ooh, Charlevoix, the castle. No, is it the castle? Yeah, it is the castle. But I don't think Castle Farms is still standing anymore.
No.
No, I saw so many great concerts there. Oh my gosh! Thank you for popping in, Tori. I love a new viewer, and we are grateful for your time and your attention. Okay, Craig, what about the 7-day? How much time have I left you today? Nothing.
Nothing. So we'll do it real quick. Sorry, we have some snow coming our way. Actually, it's going to start with rain, then change to snow for Thursday. Temperatures falling to 1 degree on Thursday, so it's going to be a pretty cold day. But look, it's Friday. Friday looks nice. Your birthday actually looks nice too, Heidi. 8 degrees with. We have some showers coming in for Wednesday though. But we have some snow coming in for the weekend, just in time for the Santa Claus parade. So.
Well, I mean, if it's in the spirit of the Santa Claus parade, I suppose we can allow it.
I suppose.
All right, you know what? We are over time. If you stayed with us through this time, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit
ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 705 Sports. 705 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 705 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.